He's a Canadian skating legend known for his precision and power and pushing the limits on the ice, but today we're pushing Elvis Stojko's limits on the racetrack here at Bolt Raceway. It is such a joy to talk to you today. A bit of a different environment than people are used to seeing you in, but let's start off with Stars on Ice.
Yes.
What had you most excited about this tour?
Well, rock. That's my jam. I mean, Kurt had called me up and said, hey, we're going to do this rock theme for the whole tour. All the skaters are skating to a rock themed number, which is wonderful. Usually we'll have a theme throughout the show, but everyone has their kind of own individual numbers. Well, each individual number will be a rock themed piece. For me, the hardest part was I had 50 different songs I wanted to skate to. How do I choose, right? So last year I did an AC/DC medley, which I thought would have been perfect for this year. So we made another medley of about 8 songs for one of the numbers. So it's from Van Halen, AC/DC, Queen, we pulled it all together. So I'm super pumped about it. All the skaters are super pumped about it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm also super pumped about right now. We are going to race around the track. This is an amazing facility, but your training cart or prototype, whatever it's actually called, is here. How did you kind of get connected with this place, and just let's go to racing in general?
It's a small world. So Paul Bounty is the manager here. I used to skate with his wife. I worked with his daughter in skating. He raced cars, oval track. We connected, started talking. He's also working with the kids. He helps them with the pole, fish pole and the ice and everything. So we have this, it's a racing family and skating family, and we connected. This place opened up. He goes, actually, the Volt place that's opening up, I've applied to be a manager. He's now a manager, and now I'm here. And now it's just and for me during the winter is a great place to train. The track is amazing. Great for racecraft. Race with his daughter, she's awesome, and a race with Paul as well. So it's an amazing spot for us. We live close by, electric carts, and of course CityNews, because that's one of my sponsors. My shifter cart's a CityNews, and it's a great spot to be.
You were talking about racing to me off camera for a moment. I think you said some of the turns is 230 kilometers an hour with or without braking, whatever. I can't even comprehend what you're saying. To me, that sounds crazy. What is going through your mind though when you're racing? Is it comparable to skating when you're doing one of those crazy moves that you're doing, or is the intensity a little different?
The intensity, if I'm getting ready for a race, my intensity level on a scale of 1 to 10, if 10's being and 1's being you're sleeping, usually I'm sitting at about a 5 or a 6. For skating, I'm up about a 7 or an 8. I'm kind of in that range. However, what's on my mind? Nothing. Especially traveling in some of these corners. CTMP is probably, I think, is average speed, the highest speed racetrack in North America averaged overall. So some of the corners in the car that I'm racing is 235, 240K. And it's the G-forces the load is quite high. So going in, I'm not thinking, I'm feeling, I'm sensing, I'm in the moment. So I'm not really trying to anticipate ahead or behind. I'm kind of in the moment. In the racecraft, yes, you have to think ahead. So you're dealing with what you're dealing with, and then you're thinking ahead in a game of chess. When I was skating and competing, the same thing. You don't want to be thinking, because then you hesitate and you make a mistake. So you have to go with your instinct, and all the training that you're putting in your body, doing every day, that's how you bring it out. And if you're in your mind and you're thinking too much, not a good thing.
What is it that brings you joy about this? Actually racing, getting behind the wheel?
The big thing for me is I've always loved motorsports since I was a kid. Started biking when I was 7. My neighbor raced bikes, got into go-karts. I've been in 4-wheelers and jet skis and you name it, sleds, whatever. Anything with an engine, I love going fast. But I just love the technicality, the technique, and the mechanics of not only the vehicle that I'm racing, but the understanding of the way the mechanics works under load and under speed, but also how my body works within the car. And that's something, it was my prowess in skating was technique. And I have the ability to break it down and make it simple. I love that in racing. But the absolute fluidity, finding the right cornering speed, the throttle, the brake, the turn-in point, the tire slip angle, all these components I absolutely love, and it fills me. It fills me with joy, and it's just fills my soul. So I've done that my whole life, things that fill me, and I don't want to go off and just have a 9-to-5 job. I want to make this my job. eventually and leave skating and become a professional car racer.
So when you're here in the winter ripping it up, what are you working on? 'Cause you're not getting to those speeds of 235, you know, on the corners. What are you working on?
Yeah, so in that here, you can work on slip angle of the tire. Again, it's a different car, it's a different surface. It's another tool or another skill set that you can apply. So it's feeling the hands, feeling your butt, the rotation, and then the racecraft. The racecraft is very similar. Okay, guys ahead of you, girls ahead of you, behind you, you've got guys in front and behind, you're trying to set up the pass, and you're also in that intense, in the moment feeling, right? So that feeling, as you're going through the wintertime, you don't get a chance to do it here in Canada as much, obviously racing because of the snow, you get a chance to train it during that time, being in that intense moment. So that feeling is very similar to being out on the track, so that you keep that nervous system greased. You're constantly working it, and that's what we do here.
Do you have a nickname?
Oh my gosh, back in the day when I was competing, my nickname was the Terminator.
Okay, well, I'm not calling you that because now we're competitors, and get ready to eat my dust on this track. Are you ready to go?
Awesome, I'm ready to go.
Not calling him the Terminator, that's terrifying. How was I? What would you rate my driving skills, honestly?
On a scale of 1 to 10? Yeah. The first time out, honestly, probably like a 5 or a 6. No, you did really, really good.
Well,
You're natural.
Thank you so much. I feel like I left everything out on the track, including my dignity, but I appreciate your time today. Make sure to check them out on tour across Canada with Stars on Ice. I want a rematch. Let's go.
Let's do a rematch.